Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for being here. We'll get started right away. So let's inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let the body move any way it wants to. This is Artemis. Hopefully she'll join us a little for today and for all of our classes. Okay, 3 more breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's rub the hands together. Separate. Inhale as we move in. Exhale as we move out. Go with your breath. When you're ready, palms over the eyes. Lighting up our eyes, brains. Feel the top of the palm on the eyebrow bone, the bottom of the palm on the cheekbone, and let's make circles. Other direction. Face massage. Charge up the hands again. Separate. Inhale as we move in. Exhale as we move out. Go with your breath. Head massage. Pinch out the back of the neck. All the way to the shoulder line. Do that a few times. Sweep down the front of the neck. Circle upper chest. Middle chest. Stomach. Work down the legs. Sweep down the shins. Those calves. Backs of the knees. Come up. Get the kidneys and low back. Okay, lung channel massage. So we go under the collarbone until we hit the shoulder bone, move down, massage. When you're ready, up the shoulder, down the arm, around the thumb, turn down, tip of the index, come up in between, inhale as we cross, exhale, brush away. Other side, under the shoulder, under the collarbone, until we hit the shoulder, we move down a little, one. Might be a little sore when we're working with acupressure points. That's normal. It also might not be sore, which is also normal. Okay, up the shoulder, down the arm, around the thumb, turn down, tip of the index, come up in between. Inhale as we cross. Exhale, brush away. Now tapping, starting with the head, coming down the front body, and up the back body. Get the low back and kidneys, lung channel. Turn the hand down, large intestine channel. And across, other side. And across. Perfect. Feet come together. So we remind ourselves of the aura meditation. We inhale, take in fresh energy, positivity, joy, happiness. We exhale, imagine the space around us gets bigger and brighter as we let go, let go, let go, let go. And you can always take an extra breath wherever you need it, so you don't have to do the movements like inhale, exhale. You can pause and take as many breaths as you like. All right, shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale, one ear to one shoulder, and we just let ourselves hang, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. When you're ready, with an inhale back to center. Exhale to the other side. We'll do a few more at our own pace. Inhaling fresh energy, exhaling, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go, letting go. Okay, once we come back to center, we'll open up into a horse stance. Open up the arms or propeller turn. So we turn from the waist. Keep the eyes open for this one. Inhale. Exhale, rotate. In, back to center. Out. Continue at our own pace. Okay, back to center. Charge up the hands. And let's massage, warm up the low back and knees. Okay, slide the hands up over the kidneys as much as we can. Knees are bent. Circle those hips. Inhaling back, exhaling forward. Other direction. Okay, back to center. Let's give our knees a massage. And we'll do our knee rotations just to whatever degree is comfortable. Other direction. Okay, back to center. Shake it out. Let's start our 8 health investment exercises. So feet somewhere under the hips. Inhale, gather up. Exhale, open up and let go. Inhale, palms up overhead. Exhale, turn the palms down. In chest level. Out, elbows back. In into the palms. Out, press down. One more time. In. Out. In, palms up overhead. Out, turn them down. In. Out. In. And out. Draw the bow. Open up into horse stance, cross the arms, gathering energy. Turn, exhale, turn the palm, press out. In, look at the palm. Out. Other side, in. Out. In. Out. We'll do one more time each side. In. Out. In. Out. Other side, in. Out. In. Out. Gather in, step the feet all the way together. And out. In. Out. We'll press up and down, stretch through the arms, the legs, the spine. In, sweep the palms. Out. In, gather in. Out, press down. Other side, in. Out. In, sweep the palms. Out. In, gather in. And out. Open up the feet just about hip width. This exercise and the next will release downward through the earth. We're using our eyes for this one, shoulders back and down. In, out, look over the shoulder. In, look back to center, bring the head back. Out, other side. In, hands on the kidneys. Out. In. Out. In. Hands palms up in front of the chest. Out. In, out, in, gather in, out, press down. In, interlace, out, overhead. In, palms up and up onto the toes if we can. Out, turn the palms down. In, out to the side. In, other side. In, gather in, and out. Open up the feet, cross the arms, in, out to the hips. Little bend in the knees. In, cross them from the lower body. Out, brush away. In and from the chest. Out to the hips. We turn the head. In, the fist comes up. Out, punch. Rotate the wrist, come back. Other side. In, out. Rotate the wrist, come back. Take a full breath. Sit in your horse stance. In, cross them from the lower body. Out, brush away. In and from the chest. Out to the hips. In and from the chest. Step in. Draw back the elbows. In. Out, press down. Okay, we rotate the wrists. In. Out, stretch. In, palms turn up. Out in front of the belly. In front of the chest. Out overhead. In, stretch. Out, hold. So we'll lift each toe with an exhalation. So I'll name the toe and the associated meridian, and we'll lift with our own exhales. So the big toe, liver and spleen. Second toe, stomach. Third toe, stomach. Fourth toe, gallbladder. Fifth toe, urinary bladder. Okay, hang loosely. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Press into the feet, roll up. Hands come to the back, lean back. Okay. Inhale. Exhale, open up. Inhale, third eye. Exhale to the heart. In. Out. In, third eye. Out to the side. In. Out. In, third eye. Out to the heart. In. Out. In, third eye. Out to the other side. In, gather in. Out, press down. Okay, before we do Qigong for hormones, we'll take a little moment and do some things for the legs and the low back. So working with the hips and the pelvis. So we'll start in our horse stance. I like the hands just kind of like in fists on the waist, but you can do whatever you want with the arms. So we'll start by kicking across. So we inhale here, knees are bent. We exhale, shift the weight, kick across, press through the heel. In, out. So you can lift the leg as high or as low as you like. Really focus on kicking through the heel. And once you have like the basic movement down, then you can experiment with lifting the leg a little higher or maybe a bit lower. Really focus on pressing through that heel with the exhale. A few more. Okay, when we come back to center, we'll stay center. So now we'll kick the leg out same side and try to turn the heel up. So work on a rotation. We're working at getting into the gallbladder meridian, and this one's really good for realigning the pelvis. Okay, feel the feet on the earth. Inhale. Exhale, extend, and try to rotate the heel up. In, we come back. Out, we extend, and do our best to rotate. This one's not easy, not for me anyways. We just do our best. Couple more. Okay, let's tap down the outside and up the inside and go around the hips. And we'll do that a few times. One more. Okay, just give the low back and kidney area some extra taps. And then one channel, flip the hands, large intestine channel. Other side. Okay, Qi Gong for hormones. So we'll start, let's ground ourselves a little more. So we'll have the hands on the low belly. So we'll have the thumb where the index and thumb meet. So into that V. And the other thumb center of the palm. And we'll just rest the hands and get into our abdominal breath. We'll take at least 5. Okay, we'll keep the abdominal breath going. Inhale. Exhale, drop the hands. Squeeze the belly in. Inhale, filling up, hands in front of chest. Exhale, backs of the hands forward. Give the belly a little squeeze. Make cups with the hands. Inhale to the waist. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, back to the waist. Exhale, forward. Inhale, third eye. Exhale, stretch. In. out in front of the chest. Make your cups rotate in, out, stretch back, in, out, forward. Turn the hands around a big ball. Take a full breath. In, third eye. Out, stretch. In, third eye. Out in front of the chest. In, gather in. Out, press down. Push hands. In, gather fresh energy. Out, press forward. Couple more like this. Now we have the option to add a sound when the hands come forward and maybe do a little jump forward. Ha. Two more. Ha. Ha. And now three smooth. Okay, gather in and press down. Let's scoop up a big handful of energy. Give it to the lower dantian. Twice more. Close with the bow, the feet come together. We inhale up into prayer. Exhale to the heart and bow. Paying respect to all beings, praying for world peace, and promoting unconditional love. Come out of it when you're ready. And close by clapping loud and hard, cheering for ourselves, each other, and activating all the meridians through the hands. Wonderful. Okay, so we'll do a few seated things before we come onto the back. So if you have something to sit on, it could be helpful. And if you have a blanket or something to put under the knees, that could be helpful too. So for myself, under my knees, I found this amazing little dog. So he's nice and long and thin and rolled. So if you don't have a little stuffed dog, you can just use a blanket rolled up or a towel or something like that. And to sit on, I'm just going to take a blanket. If you don't have this extra stuff, it's okay. You can do it without it. I would just keep a little bend in the knees. So we're using our roll under the knees to keep that little bend. Don't worry, he's fine. Okay, so we'll pull the toes towards us. And if you need more height under the bum, go ahead and take an extra blanket, or you can sit on your block side by side. All right, so we pull the toes towards us, lengthen up through the spine. We can either stay right here or bring the arms up. 5 breaths. Look for the sensation like we're lifting up out of the hips. Okay, keep the legs engaged and twist to one side. So one hand behind, the other hand on the leg or outside the leg. And legs stay engaged, toes pulling towards us. Neck is long. Back to center, arms up. Again, 5 breaths. If it's too much with the arms up, you keep them down. Press down through the sit bones. You can also press down into your support. If you don't have the support for under the knees, you can just keep the knees bent. Okay, nice inhale, extra length. Exhale to the other side. And breathe. Okay, last time to center. Arms can be down or up. And with an exhale, if the arms are up, bring them down. All right, we'll bend one leg in. So foot on the floor, hand on the knee, and back to the same twist. Just 3 breaths this time. Come back to center, tuck the foot into the thigh, and let the leg drop out. So if you need a support under the leg, and how do you know if you need a support? Well, if your leg is kind of hanging, it's better to have a support. So if you have another blanket, it can come under. Or if you have a pillow, or you can use your block. Okay, so we're going into the exact same twist. Another 3 breaths. Check your bottom leg is still engaged. Now the hand on the knee comes to the thigh. We inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, slide. The back hand can brace down the back leg, or it can reach over the ear. Stretch out of the hips. And when you're ready, come out of it. Okay, we'll switch sides. So I have a little extra maneuvering to do because I want to stay facing you. And we start both legs extended with the support underneath the knees if you're using it. If you don't have stuff for this, or if you tried it and you don't love it, that's fine. Okay, so pull the toes towards us. Maybe the arms up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, the arms come down, bends the other leg. We start with the foot on the floor. Twist towards that bent leg, back hand behind. Keep the bottom leg engaged, keep the spine long. Okay, tuck the foot into the thigh. Let the leg fall out so you have your support to catch it if you need it. And we go back into the exact same twist, hand on the knee. Inhale, lengthen. Hand that's on the knee comes onto the long leg. And we exhale, start to slide. The back hands can ground down the back thigh or reach over. Okay, inhale, come back up. All right, so we'll keep our roll for under the knees for relaxation. Actually, let's just leave it on the mat so it's there when we need it. And because I have all these blankets out, I'll use them, but don't feel like you have to. So I'm going to roll another blanket for under the ankles. So this is for relaxation. Usually I do the relaxation knees bent, leaning one and together. This time I'm going to have the roll under the knees and a roll under the ankles. You could also have something under the head. That's optional. If you're not sure if you need something under the head or not, sometimes it's just a nice little addition. But if you're not sure when you're lying down, if your chin is like really pointing up to the sky, then it's a good indication you might need a roll, or even just to take your hands and kind of like tuck your own chin in. Okay, one more thing. I hope it's not too much of a hassle. Grab something you can use as a strap. So I have my strap here, but you could use a scarf, a towel, a tie, whatever. And just a note, even though the class is live, you can pause it, go get your stuff, and then when you press play, it'll start where you left off. So that's always an option if you get a phone call or whatever, like, don't worry about it. Okay, so we'll come down to the back. We'll just kind of leave this stuff. That'll be for after our last leg stretches. You can have something under the head or not. And let's bring one leg up. Grab behind the knee, the thumbs beside the knee, the leg 90 degrees as much as we can, and let's circle that ankle. Other direction. All right, give the leg a little shake. Bring the knee to the chest, and if possible, loop the strap around the foot. And by the way, if you don't have a strap or you don't feel like getting one, that's fine. You can just hold on to the sides of the leg. Okay, position the leg somewhere where it can be straight. So it doesn't matter how close it is to the torso, just somewhere straight. Press up through the heel. And now imagine you're wearing pants with back pockets and push down into the back pocket. So push like the back of the pelvis into the floor. And when you do that, you might notice that some space gets created behind the back, and that's great. We want that. Okay, think of your thigh bone pushing through the hamstring. So the leg is very straight. We'll take just another 3 breaths here. And now we'll internally rotate the leg. So turn the whole leg so the toes point to the opposite shoulder. Keep pressing up, down, and forward. And we can either stay right here or walk the fingers up the strap and maybe bring the leg a little closer. Okay, release the strap. And now with the legs straight or bent, let's just circle. Other direction. Okay, foot comes down to the floor, and we'll start the whole thing on the other side. So leg 90 degrees, hold on behind the knee and beside the knee. Circle that ankle. Other direction. All right, give it a little shake. Knee to chest. Strap around the foot if you're using it. Lengthen the leg and find a point where the leg can comfortably be straight. So it doesn't matter if the leg is lower, no big deal. Okay, so we press up through the heel, press down through the back of the pelvis, and imagine pushing your thigh bone through the hamstring. So straightening the leg as much as possible. We'll start here. Okay, internally rotate the leg. So turn the leg so the toes point to the opposite shoulder. Keep pressing in the three directions, and if it works for you, we can invite the leg a little closer to the torso. Okay, strap comes off, and now, oops, sorry. And now circle that leg. The leg straight or bent. And the other direction. Okay, both knees to chest. We'll do a few double knee tucks. So inhale the knees away. Exhale, squeeze to chest. Next time knees come to chest, open the arms and go into any version of twists that you enjoy. Okay, once you're happy with the twist, we'll get into relaxation. So, if you're using the props, we want to find the roll under the knees and another roll under the ankles and maybe something under the head. And if you don't like this or you don't have all of this stuff, just do your normal relaxation. So knees bent, leaning one into the other, or whatever it is you normally like to do. And by the way, if this causes any tension in the low back, because the bigger the roll under the knees, probably the less tension in the low back. So if it's not that big, it might not be super comfortable. Then you just go back to the knees bent relaxation. So do what you can to be as comfortable as possible. Okay. Settle the shoulders under the back. Check that the chin is tucked in. So if you catch that chin pointing up to the sky, tuck it in. If you can't tuck it in without something under the head, then just put something under the head. All right. Let's give ourselves permission to relax. Okay. Let's start to gently wake the bottom line. And inviting movement. And yawn or fake yawn. Give ourselves a full body stretch. Once nice and stretched, knees to chest. And again, double knee tuck. So inhale away, exhale to the chest. Knees to chest, rock side to side. And eventually all the way to one side. Take a breath or two. And with the strength of the arms, press up. And we'll make our way to any comfortable seated position. And if you have all these blankets out, you can go ahead and just sit on one or two. Okay, so we'll close with alternate nostril breathing, but instead of physically closing the nostrils, we'll use the hands to symbolize the nostrils. So guiding the breath with our intention. So we'll probably be breathing through both nostrils, but we'll have the intention of doing alternate. So how it works, we'll start with the left hand open. Imagine inhaling through the left side. Close the left hand, open the right hand. Imagine exhaling through the right side. Keep the right hand open. Inhale through the right side. Close the hand, open up the left hand. Exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close the left hand. Exhale right. Open up. Keep it open. Inhale right. Close the hand. Exhale left. Open up. Keep it open. Inhale left. Close the hand. Open right. Okay, so let's continue on our own. We'll end with an exhale through the right side. And then just open both hands. Take a few breaths with both nostrils. Okay, let's thank ourselves and each other. We'll close our practice with a bow. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you've had a good practice and I hope you have an amazing weekend. So next week it's all video classes. You'll get the links in the email. And then I'll see you the week after that for live classes again. So thank you so very, 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 very much. Have an amazing weekend. And I'll see you soon. Take care.